so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. On the move past the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Cousins again. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. defense. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Herbert off the play action. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Cousins. Rolling to his right. McKinnon here, it's complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Eckler, they run left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first and 10 is Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Cook. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They've come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To Jefferson on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And Allen's got it. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 44 yards. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 40.
Don't choke. Don't choke. Don't choke.
Signs of life and
Don't choke.
dormant offense in this second half. Here's
He gonna do a run play, run play.
Here's Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
No pressure, just 3 minutes on the clock.
To say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop.
Fourth down, fourth down.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
The key to any screen play is early deception. It needs everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense...
You just fucked up the game, boy. You just fucked up the game.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
I understand if you want to quit, you know what I'm saying? All right. All right, y'all. There we go. That's what happened. That's what happened.
What are you